Hey guys, what's up? So since you have already seen the video on how to read the Hindu, so I thought I'll come up with another awesome video on how to read Yojana Magazine. There will be 12 magazines you have to read in a year, so I will teach you how to do that in 12 days. That's a personal guarantee. You will be able to finish Yojana Magazine in one day. Presented by Dr. Roman Saini. This is the YouTube channel Unacademy. So this is something about me. This is me laughing here. If you want to read more about me, you can Google me. And if you want to ask me any doubt or query, what I want you to do is like this page, message me your query. I will reply within 24 hours. This is the URL facebook.com/romansaini.official. So certain myths which I keep on hearing in bylanes of Rajendra Nagar and Karol Bagh is that we have to throw the Yojana away as soon as we buy it. Please do not throw Yojana away because they are just only 12 Yojanas per year. You can keep all of them together. Still, if you want to throw them away, you can download Yojana from yojana.gov.in. They are available absolutely free of cost. Then you have to read both Yojana as well as Hindu. This question was asked from where to where. So for prelims you have to read from July to July, and from mains you have to read from November to November. Is that understood? So for those of you who are appearing in August 15, 25 to 15, so I want you to start reading Yojana from now and read till the July. Similarly for mains, do it from November to November. Then you do not need to subscribe any other magazine whatsoever. Please do not do that. I want you to just read Yojana. No need to read any other magazine like Kurukshetra, Economic and Political Weekly, CST, Chronicle, World Focus, South Asian Politics. They are all good magazines, but we do not have time to read them all. Then you need to write key phrases. That's extremely important. You have to write key phrases. What do I mean by that? That if someone is saying, some retired bureaucrat is saying something, then you should keep a note down of that. Similarly, keywords and facts from the article, just the key facts, not everything. पूरी table copy नहीं करने की ज़रूरत है. Just remember the keywords and key facts. Still, if you really fall in love with an article, you can go to this website and you can bookmark it, but no need to cut and paste, no need to make extensive notes. Just keep the Yojana with you. Then why to read Yojana? So obviously because these keywords keep popping up again and again. So I have already dealt with them in the Hindu. Again I will tell you: India Development, Shining, Demographic Dividend, Poverty, Judicial Review, Electoral Reforms and Planning Commission. Similarly, related to environment and ecology, biodiversity, IUCN, hotspots, global warming, critically endangered species. So if these are the words which are keep popping up in article again and again, so I want you to read them thoroughly. Then geography, any recent disaster like tsunami, earthquake, landslide, monsoon, drought, etc. And finally, there is analysis of new flagship schemes and policies of government of India like Aadhaar, Food Bill, MGNREGA, SJNRE, etc. So if let's say they are talking about disability, they are talking about poverty, they are talking about environment, ecology, sustainability. So these are the words. If they are there, you have to read such Yojana's articles. Then why to read Yojana, not any other magazine? These are the reasons. Yojana is published by Government of India, Publication Division. So the authenticity and credibility is extremely high. Even if they publish wrong data, you can be sure that it is not wrong. Then articles are always more or less politically neutral. They have a balanced viewpoint. So you can quote it, you can re-quote it, you can phrase it, rephrase it. Whatever you want to do with it, you will always end up getting good marks. And then it is written by highly experienced scholars, both national and international level. They are also written by ministers, bureaucrats, PhD students, etc. So you know that they know their stuff. Then this is the critical line. It has an underlying tone of pessimism followed by overarching optimism and a constructive criticism with redressal mechanism. So I'll repeat it again: optimism plus pessimism plus constructive criticism plus redressal mechanism. This is how answer should be written in mains to confuse everyone. So you know why to read Yojana now. So I took the liberty and I do a hard work. I have to see all the Yojanas for past 2 years, and this is what I got up with. So it is a monthly magazine. It cost very highly of 10 rupees. It's so high a price that most of us cannot afford it. Its special edition is 20 rupees. My god, so high a price. So you can just download it for free from yojana.gov.in, but those of who can afford, please buy it. Then the theme specific is 2013. This is always theme specific. The Yojana, single Yojana will be a theme specific one. So in January 2013 it came on good governance, so you have to read such books. Then February DBT, you have to read 2 articles or 3 articles, so you know what is DBT, what are the issues, what are the plus side, what are the minus side. For those of you who do not know DBT, it's direct benefit transfer. Then you can leave such magazines like Union Budget because they are same every year, and you just need to focus on key points in this. No need to read all the articles. You should know how a budget is made, who make it, why is it made, what are cuts, what are estimates and all. Then April it came on disability, so you should know Persons with Disability Act 1996. So these are the acts which should be known by you. Then May, this is important because an essay might come directly from it. A question might be asked in your science and tech classes, what is social media? So you have to know what is social media, what are its implications. So this is extremely important, the first one. Similarly, second one is also important. Now this May one is also important. You can leave rest too. Then similarly we have the sustainability and environmental issues, extremely important, the most important magazine of 2013. Then you can leave this safely. Then August we have inclusive democracy, extremely important. September education for all, very important. Then right to food, again just see, last 2 years DBT and right to food, these are the two magazines because they were the two major flagship schemes which were being introduced. Is that understood why these two Yojana came? So you should be aware about the major stuff. Essays will come from them, so you have to write essays using this. Then October we have growth, employment and poverty. So you should be knowing what are growth, how much growth percentage India is having in GDP, what is the employment ratio, what is employment percentage, what is labor force participation rate, how is poverty measured in India, what is human poverty index. And then we have November, land and natural resources. Just go through it, just skim through it. I've already told what is skimming. Do watch all the previous videos on Unacademy so that you have a coherent idea of what I'm talking about. So no need to read these magazines. Still, if you want to read any magazine, I think you should read this. This is available free of cost, and I think you should also read this, Education for All, and I think you should read what is good governance. So if you can read 3 magazines from past 2013, so your job will be done. Now 2014, so these are the magazines which came in 2014. First of all, the January one, the tribal and marginalized community, you can leave it. You can just read the basic key points and leave it. No need to go in extensive details. February, public health, extremely important. Nothing can be more important than this, public health. So much debate is going on, universal health coverage and all, PHCs and CHCs. So you must be knowing what are these, how is India doing well in public health, what is immunization, what is vaccination, is India doing enough to cover its entire population, what is demographic dividend, how to reach health services in rural areas and all. Then March come administrative reforms. It's also good enough, you should read it. April, Indian economy, very important. Then energy security, extremely important. Can you see the pattern now? So if you see the pattern now, what happens is last year also there was one on public health. Similarly, last year environment and ecology was also there. Administrative reforms is as good governance. Then Indian economy, last year was growth, employment and poverty. Then Indian agriculture, last year there was no Indian agriculture, so you should go through it. I have already told you last year was democracy, it was inclusive democracy. Budget was also there last year, so this year also. Urban planning is a new one, please read it. So you have to read urban planning, extremely important. Democracy and electoral reforms, extremely important. Energy security, extremely important. Public health and administrative reforms, and all the yojanas which are coming. So just to take an example of how to read a yojana, so I will be dealing with February, that is public health. So I will be dealing with this. So here we go. So how to read Yojana? First you have to select 5 to 6 articles which you will be reading. You have to go through the definition of the theme. It is related to the theme of Yojana. Then you have to go through all the basics. Then you have to remember the facts. Then both the sides they'll argue. One in pro favor and one in cons. So you have to know what are the pros and cons, and then you have to come with constructive criticism followed by redressal mechanism. So if this redressal mechanism is missing, government think you are shying away from your responsibility. So you as a civil servant should not be doing that. So constructive criticism followed by redressal mechanism. So example will be February Yojana. So first article is financing India's quest for universal health coverage. Again, I am telling you, they are available free of cost on yojana.gov.in. Just go to the archive section, download it in whichever language you want, English, Hindi, Malayalam, Telugu, Gujarati, Nepali, any language. There is no language issue here, unlike in UPSC examination. No need to revolt. Then first is what is UHC, that is universal health coverage. Then health expenditure. So while you are reading this article, you should be having these pointers. What is UHC? Health expenditure with respect to GDP in India. What all schemes already exist like NRHM and etc. How will you as a district collector integrate them? What are the points in favor and against UHC? And final stand. See, problem with final stand in essays and all is you think you have to take your own stand. ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता. There is no stand, there is only one stand. At max there will be 2 stands, not more than that. So the one which is taken by 95% of the people, you should go with it, and they will give you good reasons why, because they will be followed by constructive criticism and redressal mechanism and optimism plus pessimism. So do not create your own stand, their stand is yours. If you do wound up creating your stand, you should be backing it up with LAR. What is LAR? Is logic, analysis and reasoning or rationalism, whatever you want to call. So if you take a different stand, back it up with LAR. Then achieving universal health coverage in India. This is the second article. So you should be knowing, read in continuance with the first article only. The same questions you asked in the first article, you should be asking here also. Then the third article is strategies for sustainable progress. So what is sustainable development? You have to enumerate the strategies which are being followed and which are good in India. So you should be knowing sustainable development is leaving the environmental and resources in the same state as if we have got from our forefathers to our forthcoming generation. This is called as sustainable development. Then high prices of patented medicine in India. Can we do anything about it? So you should be knowing what are patents, what is intellectual property right, what is Novartis judgment. Novartis was you should be knowing chronic myeloid leukemia and all those Gleevec drug. It came in 2013 mains also, which I gave. Then what is TRIPS, that is trade related intellectual property rights, and what is the way forward. So if the patents have to be there to protect the research purposes to have their benefit and profit back, so what is the way forward? So these are the questions you should be reading while you are reading Yojana. Then this is again an article, challenges of ensuring public health, then assessing the past, charting the future. So you should be remembering immunization and its role in health prospects as you read. What is the national immunization program, which all vaccines are given, which all vaccines are to be introduced, what is pentavalent vaccine, why was it in news, so what is the status of polio, so why can't, if we give BCG, why does not TB go eliminated, so why is not BCG effective. So you should be knowing each and everything about immunization, what is active immunization, what is passive immunization. So if we do not give vaccine, what will happen, which are 100% preventable diseases like tetanus, rabies, etc. Then we have an article called health equity in public health. You should be remembering just definition and nothing else. It has a lot of tables and data and facts. Tables and facts should be thrown out of the window. Do not read tables and facts. Then health and development. This is an article, so you have to remember a correlation. See, there will be lots of correlation. As the health improves, development improves. As the health improves, wealth also improves. So these are the correlation which you should be remembering, nothing else. Then final article is patents and beyond. You should be remembering what is WTO, what is IPR, what is TRIPS, and how development occurred in international scenarios with respect to these patents. So now what to avoid in Yojana? So see, any individual achievement being glorified or emphasized. See, there will be a guy from a village who has developed a recent pump which can run both his irrigation tank as well as his motorbike. So this is very good, this should be encouraging, but it is not relevant for UPSC. Please remember, you have to read for UPSC and nothing else. Then any local area where a concept or technology was first applied, they'll come that this seed was sown there and it gave good yield and should be implemented in entire India. See, these are good enough, they are good motivating stories, but it is not relevant for UPSC. Do not read them. Like these are the 3 articles which I would have avoided in Yojana. That is transforming rural India with digital technologies, no need. Then child health, some inconvenient facts, no need at all. And non-communicable diseases in development in India, this also you can avoid. These are very general kind of article which if you read Hindu on a daily basis, you will be able to deal with most of them. And then also avoid repeat of information. It will be a lot of repeat it's usually 60 pages, so only 20 to 30 pages are worth reading. Some are advertisements and all, so it's not relevant that you read all of them. So please make sure that you do not read the repeat information. So I hope that I did justice with it. So if you still want me to make another video on it or any other magazine, please do not read any other magazine or newspaper apart from Hindu and Yojana. I've already made video. So I was thinking of making a video called Demolishing CSE in 100 days Mains 2014. So if you want me to make those video, those of you who want me to make this video, do let me know in the comment section below, or this is the Facebook page, that is www.facebook.com/romansaini, that's my name .official. You can also tweet to me at my Twitter handle at romansaini. Do like, share and subscribe. Do not be greedy and keep it for yourself. Let the education spread, because it's time for revolution in education. Thank you for watching the video. Have an awesome day, and do give me your feedbacks. Immensely benefited. Each and every one of you who votes will see that I make only those videos. Thank you.